Haha. Where is my co-host? There she is. What did she do?
You know what the thing is that like I was getting panicked because the song is like queuing us up. We're getting ready to get on.
Right.
And then my brain just starts thinking about something completely different. I was lost in my own fucking stupid thoughts.
What was going on over there?
Well, as we discussed before I got on the show, I'm going to the Renaissance Fair today.
How unfortunate for you.
Yeah. So I was kind of disassociating about that because I was like, it's not really for me. It's not like my cup of tea.
Well, wait a minute. There may be somebody who watched this who doesn't know what the hell that is. So,
it's hard for me to believe, but it's true. Some people might not know. A Renaissance Fair is basically where you go and pretend it's medieval times. You know, there's people there with their corsets and their peasant tops and their people who juggle.
Yeah. Breathe fire.
It's a lot for me. Well, I wish it was cool enough to have somebody there who breathes fire. There's like fake night jousting. And the thing about it is, fine. I'm going with my sister. Love my sister. And I'm excited to spend time with her.
What's fake night jousting? What the hell
they
is
like
that?
joust. They ride horses and stuff.
Oh, they ride horses?
Like, yeah.
Oh, shit.
But they don't. They don't.
Was doing a cowboy with a broom or something like that.
But they don't like obviously hurt. Like they don't obviously lance each. You know what I mean? Like they can't do that.
You know, not switching the subject, but just I recall a silly ass show. It was what do you call those things? A reality TV show about maybe 8 years ago, where they were doing that. They were literally, it was a jousting contest, and they were jousting like you know, in real life, like for real, right? But of course, like the sticks were blunted and stuff. But it was so weird because like you had like ex-armies, CIA,
people trying to do that.
And then because it's a reality show, which I hate reality shows, you know what they did? They added drama, you know. And so you're like, with all these dudes who trying to be tough guys in this armor. It was the worst show I ever seen. Anyway, so your sister is into it.
Yeah, she's gonna go with her friends, and I love hanging out with my sister. And I thought, you know, it could be fun. It could be fun. I'll be drinking.
Yeah,
There's booze.
You must. You know,
you have to. It's gonna be so. It's just, here's the thing. There's a social aspect to it where I feel like some people who maybe don't get to be as vociferous socially get to come out and do that.
Yeah.
And that's a lot for me. I heard that this one is here in town, and it's up every weekend in September. It's a big, they have like permanent buildings and stuff. And I heard that people go there and they just have big group sex in the tent town.
What? Seriously? Of course. Of course.
See, exactly. I heard that, and then I was like, oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Everyone's all horned up on their medieval times and their wenches, and
I'm not feeling good anymore. You just like give me a crooked eye, because my daughter goes to these things once a year. You know, like
not everybody, and obviously I think it's only at night.
Hell, what are you doing? Well, she definitely goes during the day, like so.
Right. This is like an overnight.
Oh, really? Like people stay.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Well, of course.
Right. Like once you hear it and you actually think about it, you're like, because you know what? You know where else people have lots of weird sex?
I would love to
like
know.
Anime conventions.
Oh,
you
really?
Know what I'm saying?
Really? Well, of course they do. Of course they do.
Just the kind of shit that makes you frown. You know?
Greetings, Omega. Greetings. Actually have someone listening here.
Hello.
So, yes. Hello to you. So anyway.
But I also don't want to like yuck anyone's yum. I mean, like, enjoy yourself.
You got me all twisted, man. I'm like pissed. Like, I'm like, my daughter goes to this. I'm
Well,
like,
here's the thing. I've been to many Renaissance fairs in all of my time, and
yes.
I did not know. I didn't even think about this, or wasn't told about this until I was like in my 40s, because I never
So
like stayed overnight.
So here's Tiff everywhere. She's walking around like, either like at one point she was into it, like, yeah, or then she got to the point that she was like being dragging and kicking, and then you got like half the people walking around. They're like,
When
that's
is
like,
it?
like
When is
going
it
to have
nighttime?
the royal orgy, and we will do the things that we do, and all of these fools don't
I
even know,
mean,
right?
in some ways, I'm very happy. It makes me happy that they have that. You know what I mean? Like once a year, that's got to be, man, knock your socks off.
Yeah.
All
Enough with the strange butt sex. Let's talk about something else. The
right.
Renaissance fair. So, hey man. So last week we talked about Alien Earth, and it was kind of funny because, like, of course, it's like, in the middle of the series and stuff now. So, have you did you watch this week's? Oh,
Yeah.
spoilers. We're gonna spoil this
Yeah,
shit.
we're gonna spoil this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah. I did watch because I couldn't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, you couldn't
That's the
stop,
first time
huh?
I was like, I gotta stop. I can't stop watching this.
It's pretty damn good,
It's
right?
pretty good.
Okay,
So,
did you think it would be a day that you would say aliens
mm.
and good ever since like 86, right? Aliens and good. When's the last time you said aliens and good, right?
I
I
can't
mean,
remember.
yeah. Aliens. That's the last time you said
Alien.
aliens and good, right? But man, it's getting better, Tef. What did you think of this episode? Yay or nay?
Yeah, I really liked it. One of the reasons I like this show is because if you're looking for some science fiction that like really goes hard, it goes into that science fiction that isn't, Star Trek is like one kind of science fiction,
Yes.
and this is like hard science fiction where it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know, really intense, and also like I think when they say hard science fiction, they mean like really talking about the future of what science would be. So like
Well, Star Trek explains itself. If as long as it can be explained through science, it's you can do it in Star Trek. And then you got stuff that just is. It's just it's like Star Wars where there's explosions in space and stuff like that. And with aliens, man, with this, first of all, they ain't ran out of money, and I'm impressed with that. It still looks good, right? It still look. I'm like, wow, look at this. They spent, they spent. So next season, if they get there, right, they're gonna get a new showrunner. The studio is gonna get cheap, and they're gonna be like, we're not gonna spend any money on this. We're gonna like dummy it down, and I bet you
$5.
it doesn't last forever with TV shows, right? It gets to a point where it gets cheap, and then it
Well,
looks.
I think there's also that problem where like if you've been watching a show that's been consistently good and doesn't look cheap, if they don't up the ante, it's going to start to look sort of level. And then that makes it look. I don't watch enough shows to know what makes it look cheap.
Let us the budget. That's all I'm saying.
No, I mean like I don't think I get enough to the second season.
Oh, you might like,
I'm done.
Well, I think they'll probably stop spending so much money on it eventually
Mhm.
because they're gonna try to cut corners somewhere along the line. Right now, it's phenomenal. So if you guys seen this season, they opened up the first show with all this catastrophe, and they kind of skipped all action, right? They did a blinky blinky blink, and it was like, what the hell happened? Everything has gone to shit. Well, they showed you how everything went to shit. And me personally, I wish that was the first episode, but you say opposite. You like that the order that they showed it as a flashback.
I
Correct?
did like that because it gave you. So I think what's great about this show too is that it's science fiction and you get that sort of like action stuff, but
Yeah.
also the things that make it an emotional human drama aren't horrible and boring. And so what I mean by that is that these people, there's the question of what it makes us human and what doesn't make us human. That's obviously on the forefront of the show. You can't deny it. But like what makes a good person, what makes a bad person? There aren't, like you've said, there aren't any. So at the beginning, we think that Mara is this really bad, like
He is.
he is, but not as good, not as bad as we think he is at the beginning of the show.
He's bad with reasons.
Yeah. So these people all on the ship.
He's still bad. He's a
He
badass.
still did
He's a
kill
bad
those.
actor.
He killed all those people. But it was because they were all ignoring protocol.
But actually, he only really, he did because of half the crew was.
It was because of dedication to Yutani.
Yeah,
because he had planned to get the ship back to Yutani with all of the people on board alive and the specimens intact in the containment unit.
Let's hear it for the XO, who was the worst XO in the history of XO. She was awful. It's like, when she did the freeze thing, I was like, okay, just feed her
Yeah.
to aliens.
Yeah,
You
you're
know?
gonna have to leave this one behind. He's like caused a lot of trouble on that ship just by being like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like, what do you mean?
Like I didn't care that she got chewed up this time.
That's the
First
thing.
time
When he
I
like
was
left her back there, I was like, you're absolutely right. She's gonna get you killed.
yeah, for sure. And
Like,
she was just wrong with everything that she was doing. I was just like, Jesus.
but like when he like, oh my god, they kept going back in and out of that room where they'd contain the aliens.
Let's hear it for the incompetent doctor too. I don't like the fact that both of the women were totally like just the worst, right? The goddamn doctor, the doctor. You're supposed to be the
Yes.
containment specialist, right? And she just, oh shit, just let the alien with the eyes.
Yeah, there's so many though, and like they went into that room, and if you're even on the ball, the specimen's not contained.
Right.
You don't know what that means. You're done. Like you've been in the room. Like even if they didn't touch you, you weren't anywhere near it. You don't know what they do. Just like when they're pulling them little that was the worst.
The ticks. Yeah.
That was so awful. I was like, maybe this isn't, I can't do this.
Oh,
Most things don't gross me out, but that really bothered me.
well, as aliens, it's gonna be blood and guts and
I
stomachs exploding
know.
and stuff.
It's mostly the bugs in the lungs. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that was pretty. So if y'all ain't watching it, you got to get there. You got to watch it.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, what are we doing this week? We are doing Nobody 2. Now, Tiff, I got to tell you, I'm just scrolling, looking, and I saw Nobody 2 available on streaming. And I was like, when did I miss it? I didn't know it came out. I was waiting for this movie to come out. And I was waiting for it to hit the theaters, and I don't remember seeing anything other than when we reviewed the trailer a while back, which we may have never released that episode, but we reviewed the trailer a while ago. It was like, hey, we love Nobody, the original. And, so it crept out like August 13th, Tiff.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? Movie came out, had a budget of $25 million. Just say that like it's nothing, right? Worldwide gross, it ended up making $36 million. So I don't know in Hollywood if that's a hit yet. I think it doesn't have to like double or something for it to be a.
God, I don't even know anymore.
I think it has to go to like 50 million in order for it to be like successful. So, I mean, $25 million budget, it made 36, almost 37. So for me, I would be like, at least I got my money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I think. But I'm not a Hollywood movie banker.
Yeah. And they never really, it's really weird. They don't really put, what do you call that? Like the marketing budget in those budgets when they say the budget, you know what I'm saying? So then that's why it always ends up being like double the movie, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get your budget back from marketing. So I didn't see much marketing for this movie though, Tiff. I mean,
I didn't either. Like you said, I looked to see, because I thought this was only in theaters. And I almost went to the movie theater.
Oh shit! Like, where's Nobody?
That would have made me mad, because I mean, sometimes I really do like to go to the movie theater, but the other day I was like, I'm tired, I don't want to. And then I saw that you could stream it on a couple different things, but not like not like the main stuff. What I mean by main stuff is the stuff that you might have on your TV.
Well, it was on Apple,
right? Which I don't have on my TV, but I did put on my TV for this.
So I was pissed because when I went to go watch it, it said play, and then it switched over to like Spectrum because I got the Spectrum app from somebody I know, and I thought it was gonna be free. I was like, oh, and it was like, hell no, get out of here.
$20. Although $20 isn't bad.
Well, for a movie that I would have went to the movie theaters to see it, I would have definitely went to the theaters to see this, but I missed it. It must have been in there all but 5 minutes, right? I mean, he went there, made his $36 million, and it went home. Now, it's on streaming. Anyway, so what? Rated R, 2025, 1 hour 29 minutes.
That's tight. It's a tight 1 hour 29 minutes.
Perfect for action movie.
I love it.
Yeah.
Keep it contained. Keep it together.
Give me more of that, right? Give me more of that. So you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
All right, let me see. So I was looking at the synopsis, right? And I'm not sure if the synopsis was written for a different movie or if it's not right, Tiff. Listen, so let me know if this is right. So it says suburban dad Hutch Mansell, a former lethal assassin, is pulled back into his violent past after thwarting a home invasion. setting up a chain of events. What the hell is that? That's not.
That's not the
It's not,
first movie.
was it? Because I don't remember the home invasion in the first one. I remember him being on that bus, and people started bothering him.
People
Next
do
thing you
come
know,
into the home.
did they? Okay.
Hmm.
What? But this is nobody too. I am reading nobody too. I'm
That's
nobody.
true. That's not.
I'm nobody's dummy.
They just pulled it from the first one.
Yeah, man. So again, I don't think that's accurate.
No, I don't. Well, in like the long overarching terms of things, sure, but not specifically for this movie.
No, man. So let's see. I don't know who's in this movie, Tiff.
Who's in this movie?
Yeah,
Bob Odenkirk.
yeah. Better call you know who.
That's what every time anyone says Bob Odenkirk, that's the first thing they talk about.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Me,
I've never seen Breaking Bad either. So
me neither. And Better Call Saul is Dwayne's like favorite TV show.
yeah, people love it.
Yeah,
I think people love it even more than Breaking Bad sometimes.
I tried to get him on the show too, but he had to work. So
oh shit.
Yeah.
Connie Nielsen.
Connie Nielsen looking good.
Looking good.
Yeah.
John Oritz.
Yeah.
Colin Hanks.
Yeah. Colin Hanks.
Colin Hanks. Disturbing Colin Hanks. Oh, I clocked him immediately, even with the glasses and the hat on. I was like, oh, that's Colin Hanks.
Familiar. Who is this man? And then
there he is.
It's not the man who I thought it was because he's too old. But go ahead. Who else is
RZA?
Yeah. Yeah. He's in this.
Which, how dare they?
Okay.
Put that young looking man in there and be like, same age.
Yeah.
Same age. Yeah. Not the same age. They are. He's 56 years old.
Yeah.
I thought he was 40.
No, it makes sense.
Damn.
From growing up in history, yes.
He's a hot man.
Oh, you like that?
I was like,
with a sword.
Yeah, that was maybe he's. Anyway,
with a sword.
So I am gonna have fun at the Renaissance Fair today. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Collins. Sorry.
That's a big sword you got there, mister. You're right.
Colin Salmon, Christopher Lloyd, and Sharon Stone.
So surprising. Because I didn't look and see who was in this. And I was like, wait a minute. Of course. Okay. Wow. All right. Sharon Stone is in this, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Colin Salmon is in this. And anybody who's a nerd is Arrow. He played the stepfather on Arrow for a bunch of seasons. Plus, he's been in he was in the first.
Is he the other cop?
No, he wasn't the cop. He was his stepfather. He was the Arrow stepfather. Yeah, he was married to the mother. Yeah.
Married to the mother.
Yeah, Colin Salmon. That's the older guy. Getting the shave, the mob boss.
Yeah. Oh, that guy, the cool, collected guy.
Yeah. Who had all the cheddar, who just had all the thugs and all the darkness, and the John Wick looking like.
Yeah, it did. It got that vibe, and then I was like, I could really listen to this guy talk all day, though.
Oh yeah, with that.
Yeah, I was like
that rich money British accent.
I felt so sleepy.
He's not like, hey mate, what the hell is no?
He's posh.
Oh, he's so posh.
He's so posh.
He make all the rich white people wish they had his accent.
It was just like I was like, so it's almost, and even the scene itself was very kind of like, I know it sounds weird in saying an action movie, but there's certain things that are like cozy about an action movie that can like you're like, this is the comforting, familiar feeling.
Yep.
Kind of action movie.
All right, man. So I'm way too far away from my my echo machine, so I'm not gonna hit it. So Tiff, for those who never came to the show, we sum up our feelings on this one word. Remember, this is spoiler. We spoil all the time. I put it in announcements and stuff like that so people will know. But one word, Tiff. What do you got for Nobody 2?
Okay, I want to say. I don't want to use like a lame word.
Okay.
But I kind of want to say like a romp. So like romp. It's like fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was surprised by it.
Okay. All right.
Because I'd seen, I mean, not through my own fault, but you're looking up a movie to see what time it's showing and whatever. And it was getting some pretty consistently, I would say, moderate to low reviews, like around 5s. So I was like, oh, I wonder.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah. So on
Um,
IMDb, it has like a 6.5 overall score, but I did go to our good buddy over there at Rotten Tomatoes, and it has a 78, right?
mm,
So,
yeah.
but the fans, they gave it 89. So,
Oh, okay. That feels more accurate to me. But
mhm,
because I had seen the like reviews,
yeah,
I was like, oh,
yeah,
and I didn't think it was gonna be bad, but I wondered why they would think it was bad.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay, a rump. Okay, so my one word is not sure if this is a word, tropey.
Oh.
Lot of tropes, which I kind of didn't appreciate,
Mhm.
but I still had fun.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Like you're
know, I
I
didn't
need to cough.
appreciate
I'm
some
gonna
of
mute myself.
okay. I didn't appreciate some of the like the puns. Like it got pun heavy at one point, and I'm like, don't do that. But it
Yeah, there
didn't.
were a few times during it where you feel okay, so it's got humor in it, so the first one, but there
Yeah,
was a few where it was towing the line of cheese,
yeah, and I didn't
where you were like,
appreciate that. Right, I didn't appreciate that. I was like, okay, like you know, Mama Bear and some of those lines, and we'll get into some of the other things that got a little tropey that bother me, but it bothered me, but I was still able to have a good
yeah,
time,
have a good time.
and so mission accomplished. It's a dark comedy, and that's how it's built, as a dark comedy, and so
This
it's
might
trying
be
to
one of
be.
the only sorry.
Go ahead. No, no.
This might be one of the only dark comedies I've ever watched where they accurately label themselves a dark comedy because I feel like most of the time when they say something's a dark comedy, it's when they were trying to make a regular comedy but no one laughed.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're like, "It's a
yeah,
dark
yeah.
comedy." And you're
Right.
like, "No, it's unfunny." That's the problem.
I
This
tell
is
you what.
actually quite funny.
I tell you which got a dark comedy award. I mean, for me at least, like hit the bill. Remember that werewolf thing with the with the black guy who.
Werewolves Within or
Yeah, yeah,
Werewolf,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Perfect dark comedy. I'm like, yeah, it earned it. It was funny. It was dark. It did it. It did it both. But anyway, let's get into this damn nobody here. So, um, it starts, man. Little montage. You got your boy you got your boy Hutch still doing his thing, Tiff,
Yeah, beating people up.
beating the shit out of people.
Beating the shit out of people is more accurate, yeah.
Beating the shit out of people. And one thing I did appreciate is that they did the majority of this ass whooping scenes with the guns and the fighting and very John Wickish, but they did it like in a montage,
Yeah.
like the constant showing people getting their ass whooped and getting maimed in certain kind of ways, it can get old and repetitive really quick in something like this. And so by them showing him living his life, and at the same time they were showing how bad his life was. So I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiff. When I watched this, I don't remember anything. I remember two things about the first movie. I remember the bus scene, where
Mhm.
it was, the Russian guys get on a thing and they started shit with him. And then I remember the ending at the car lot, where they were like, where he worked at his job,
Right.
where the big fight. I don't really remember what started it, what was about, but I remember having a good time and I remember I liked it, and I
Right.
always kept saying I'm gonna watch it again. So I don't remember his wife reconciling with, or finding out everything. So I was like, obviously she knows, and she knows what he's doing, and it's just not going good, right?
Right. It's just taking up all the time.
So let me ask you this question, Tim.
Mhm.
Do I don't remember him owing nobody. I thought he like worked. He was like a government assassin or something, like a sanctioned assassin or something. What the hell? I don't remember anything about
Yeah, his dad's an assassin too, and I remember that from the first one, like, briefly because he helps him. Like,
it.
there's, like,
Really?
stuff that was, like,
I
coming back
don't
to
remember that.
me as I was watching it, like, and I I remember that, like so, like, so it took me a minute to from the beginning
Yeah, yeah.
when he's telling them how much money he owes and whatever, be like,
I
"Oh,
don't
okay,
remember that.
yeah."
I don't remember that. Was that because of the people he shut down in the last
He
movie?
blew he set the money on fire.
Oh God, shouldn't have set that money on fire.
Yeah.
Now we owe
So,
him.
yeah,
What is
so, like,
he?
he's back on the bill.
So he still owes like $36 million or something like that. I
Yeah.
was like, damn. So yeah,
Which,
he's
like,
on.
okay, so at the beginning of the movie, we see him in this pretty cool fight scene in the elevator, and he gets the this is the last one he does before he wants to go on this trip.
Yeah.
And he gets like the information that's on a hard drive that's in someone's pocket.
Yes.
And then they give him $800,000. And I was like, that's $2 million easy. Like, what is this nonsense?
Look at Tiff, you're the broker, right?
Yeah, like I was like, no way, $800,000. Who? If you didn't have this man that you're like basically forcing to do it because he owes money.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's part of it because you'd be like, well, that's only $5 off. You gotta do more work. Like, why would you?
Yeah, he should have got a bonus for the unknown.
Yeah, every time that that he was like, oh, so it was an easy drop and grab or whatever, and he was like, it wasn't. So every time you got to drop another person, that's more.
Yeah, good point. So anyway, man, he walks away from this dude, and I thought it was gonna get tropey with him saying, we're gonna come after you. But the guy was just like, no, you who you are, it's gonna follow you exactly who you are. Like,
right.
He should have walked out the room saying, I'll see you in a bit. See you in a couple of weeks, So his kids is like fighting. Son got a black eye. Little did we know, that was misdirection right there with the son with the black eye.
Right, because it makes it like, oh, he was the
perpetrator. Right. Daughter knows nothing. So they go on this trip, and I can't believe he convinced these people that they were to go to this shitty place.
Dump. Like that's the thing. Like the seats. Like, I mean, I know that we've got an hour and 29 minutes to do this, so there's not going to be a whole lot of wiggle room. But like, the fact that those teenage kids were like, no, at the end, and maybe that's supposed to be sort of funny when they were like, okay, and then they go there. You guys, but here's the thing: once they get there, it wouldn't be so bad for people who like for my family. It would probably have been really nice.
Well, look at this. I'm looking at this place like, yeah, I thought it was bad. However, like if it wasn't like the only family trip you took, but I guess you would have got really cliche-ish, right? If you
take those little motherfuckers to Disney World.
Yeah, because
do you know what I mean? Like, take them. But then, okay, so
I want to talk a little bit. Sold it for me though.
About his one family vacation.
Because he just lit up like a Christmas tree when he saw that little bumper sticker, right? I was like, what's that all about? It's gonna be a terrible. But the wife was like, nope, baby, let's go. She loved this man. That's one thing I can say about this.
Yeah, they do love each other.
Yeah, for sure. But she's about to, look like divorce is right on. The boy is like, the only one that's normal is a little girl. Like, she's having a normal time.
She's just doing normal kid stuff.
She is doing normal kid stuff. And I thought they was gonna make the kids get on my goddamn nerves, and they didn't, right?
No, they're not there very much either. Just enough to make you concerned for their safety.
That is true. So they get to this town, the bully stuff happened, and even the bully stuff I didn't see coming, Tiff. I did not see this thing unwinding like this. So the bully,
right, where they're worried about the son, and
and the son's like, what, he pieced that kid up so quick, had his arm on. I was like, oh shit, he the problem.
What I wanted to say though is that like that little arcade, chock, where are these kids coming from? Chock full of kids.
Well, we have a Dave and Buster's.
Well, I guess,
and like it would be full of kids. Like it.
Well, yeah, but this is not a Dave and Buster's. This is a dank basement with skee ball.
It was. And why do they got bouncers, big muscle bound bouncers?
In the kids' arcade.
Security is deep up in here.
Yeah, there was like multiple security guards. You guys, it's the size of a closet.
However, when we find out a little bit later.
Oh, that does make sense because there's illegal operation.
Everything about the town is illegal, right?
All right, so, it's a claptrap, like fake storefronts. Like when you go to the Western Village in the fairgrounds or at the amusement park, and there are all those fake buildings you can't get into.
Exactly. Yeah. So it made more sense. Like it was easier to swallow for me. I was like, okay. I said, because that dude was clearly like a super thug.
Jacked.
Right? Yep. Right.
For the kids' arcade.
And he did better than me, Tiff. When he slapped the little girl in the head, his ass would have got dropped right in front of the family.
I mean,
I'm not walking around the corner and counting the 10 on that.
Who does that?
I was like, he smacked the little girl on the head like she was a piece of shit.
And then she just goes, which was very sad. No.
Yeah. And Daddy just like,
and no complaints or anything. Just, oh.
Hey, Tiff, I'm not mad at him. I'm a little mad that he just didn't immediately be triggered. I mean, you don't slap my little kid.
Well, he knew. I mean, he knew that he was going to do that. He did that several times where he misdirects his loving wife and family, tricks them into getting on a boat.
No, but she knew. She was like, what?
Yeah, I think she always knows.
Hutch. I mean, they had her voice like echoing,
And then I
Hutch,
go, yeah, it started going
no
like
Hutch, no Hutch. Right, he was
Crunch.
just seeing red at that point. I was like, oh, he going in there and beat everybody's ass. I didn't think he was going in there to beat everybody's ass, right? I thought
There's
he
the
was
one
just
guy I
gonna
thought.
beat the one guy, but then
Everybody got it.
other guys step bad and
The
shit.
kids don't. The kids are all just watching.
Yeah, but I love when his son comes around the corner. He's like almost. He's like, look at that. They didn't even focus in on him though. But if you look behind him when it was happening, his son was like just. He was like, "Holy shit, my dad can fight!" I mean, because he got on the jacket, and looking like a super nerd. So they get arrested, him and the son, which I thought was hilarious. I was like, why they got the boy in there? He ain't do nothing. Well, I guess he did. Pop,
He
pop, pop.
hurt the son,
He hurt the son.
and the guy who owns the town was
So
like,
then we got like I thought this was about to get so cliche, Jeff. And I'm very happy that it didn't. He's like, "This is my town. Get out." And
right,
then the deputy, like, no, whoop his ass. I don't care what he said. Why, dude? Why not?
because
Why?
you're Colin Hanks,
Yeah,
and
is
you
that
got
what?
a stick in your ass.
I guess right.
Well, I think maybe like there's like this underlying. He's obviously like the wimpy guy who wants to prove that he's not a wimp.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
that
him the sheriff
stuff.
because he was
He
bothering him with that little like, "What you looking at, son?" Like, damn, dude, he clearly was daydreaming. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's trying to get like some action because he doesn't get any action, like because everything's so controlled by
Yeah.
someone outside of his.
So he catches an ass whooping. They tell him to leave. And I don't even know why you do that because he's
I don't know
going
why
back
you
to
wouldn't just leave.
leave him. Well, I don't know why you
You're on
God,
vacation. You want a vacation.
him on a vacation and he gone, God damn it, he gonna have some memories. Cause look, he went and got the crazy daddy, Christopher Lloyd, playing his role like a champion, like a veteran actor should, and so he gonna make these memories, damn it, because this is where he made it. So then they show that flashback. They show that flashback before this. No, like when they were like before this. But the brother who I ended up thought that was just his black friend that he went on vacation with, and then
Hmm.
it turns out that it was brother. And it's not mentioned anything about him being a different race and all that stuff. I said, well played. Well played. We need no explanation,
Yeah, none of
about
our business.
yeah, yeah. So, you know, so we got this little kid, and the whole thing starts out with him and this wolf dog sitting there, you
Right.
know, so it's gonna get bad. So anyway, they sick the town bullies on him, Tiff. And this scene here,
You didn't like the fight on the boat?
well, they're trying to recreate the bus scene,
Yeah,
and
I like the boat.
yeah, but I know these cats got it in ways I didn't dream that people can get it. I'm sitting there like, man, the guy get the anchor in the shoulder
That was terrible. Also,
and it,
he lost his finger.
surprising, right? I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
oh, you in trouble. He tried to get in the fish ate it. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, it was so gross. And then as soon as he got junked in that water with that wound, I was like, "Oh, you're gonna die."
when
That's
he
turd water.
Oh, for sure. So when he got thrown off the boat, I did think the scene was over with. I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
me
him to,
too.
I thought he was gonna get up on the shore and like his ass is whooped, and those guys was high five and slapping five and stuff, and then he gets on there, but they were still mad because they lost TV. They're like, look, this dude, you talk about this is like just an easy little hit. So surprising. Did I like it? I didn't like that it was so close to the other scene with the people that just didn't could feel all that thudding around on that boat.
Oh, sure.
I'm sitting like,
But I think some of that were I also would feel kind of annoyed about that kind of stuff maybe in a different movie because this movie kind of looks directly at the camera and goes, "We know."
well, Tiff, I'll allow it because of
That's you know
I'll
what's hilarious? I
allow
said
it.
that while I was watching this movie. I turned to Mike and I said, "I'll allow it, McCoy."
I'll allow it, boy. Proceed with your witness.
There was another scene.
That's
I thought the same
awesome.
as you. I was like, "I'll allow it." He had
Oh,
no idea what I was talking about, but I was like,
oh
"Oh
shit.
my
So yeah.
god."
So we allow it, McCoy. So
Yeah, we'll allow it.
it went forward. But wow, those guys was beat to shit when they were getting taken away on the gurneys and stuff.
Yeah, he had like no teeth and like teeth injuries is just
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a
So
lot.
I'm having a great time at this point still though, Tiff.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. So, you know, so he's trying to find out who this person is. In comes Sharon Stone, and I knew it was her immediately.
Yes.
So I was I was happy to see Sharon Stone, guys. I was like, oh man, Sharon got a job. Cool. Let's see what she does.
Too a little too much for you.
It was so kind of cartoony. I was like, it was obviously written that way. You know what I'm saying? But it was like when she killed the people in the casino, I was like, whoa. But then, like, as it went even further, she was so like,
She was very mustache twirly. She got that little dog.
yeah. How did you feel about it? I was like, I wonder how
Um,
Tiff. I literally thought to myself, I wonder how Tiff feeling about this performance
this
because
is about the point in the movie. I would say I had a fine time watching this movie.
yeah,
It gets a little long for the hour and 29 around this part for me. I'm like, oh, I feel like I've been watching this for 2 hours.
in the casino
After that,
after the
where
casino,
the kind of like, here's the thing. We kind of rehash. She's got, she's fine enough, but you're right. It's very hammy.
yeah,
Especially she's built up to be this big bad person, and we do see that in the casino, but that's
yeah,
one scene, and then the rest of it, she seems very easily defeated.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like an over too much mustache twirling for that power.
Yeah. So he goes to the place. He gets into another fight with these guys. The money burns again, which I thought was great. And then he ends up rescuing the guy's son. And I like how you knew he was coming back when he walked out of there. He was like, he's
Mhm.
not gonna let this boy just, came back and got rescued the bully. The bully was humbled.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was very
so
much
over it.
humbled. The saw machine death was, I feel,
Whew. I'm
I
glad.
thought that was some intensity because he's literally, I feel like in a lot of those scenes because that's also tropish. They
Yep.
will like show
Yep.
the saw, show the head, so show the saw, show the head. They literally show him getting closer, and he's moving his head to the side, so he's like
Yeah.
right up by the blade, which I really appreciated that particular take on how you would potentially avoid the buzz saw.
I'm glad I didn't have to see it.
Me
Honestly.
too.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's a lot. I feel like a lot of people work with those kind of machines,
yeah.
and therefore it's a lot scarier because you literally could chop your
And you
finger
say
off.
stuff like that. Anytime I do like work, every time I got my chainsaw or doing stuff like that, I just be like, it's almost like
It's
a phobia.
scary.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
one
Right. You don't
one
want to think
false
about
move,
that while you're doing that
yeah,
shit.
one false move, man,
You
and it's over.
have to do that stuff. So you just gotta be like, no thanks.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I like that. I like them rescuing the kid. I like how when he brought the kid to the home, that they was just like
That
the
they
son.
make peace. And that's how they knew that, showing that he's like a better, because like they were worried about having.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they brought, and the son goes up and shake his hand. I was like, cool with that. Then
Mhm.
they in there playing games and stuff, they're just oblivious and all this stuff. So I thought we were gonna get more Mama Bear though, when she saw
Mhm.
the gun.
I
Like,
thought she was gonna be the one that so like what happens is they set up the amusement park that for because he joins forces with the kid's dad because the kid's dad doesn't want to be in service.
yes, now, yes, he didn't want to be in service, so that was cool. I like how they made peace. I don't know why they got fucked up before they about to go. They had a
Right. I can tell chat 20 shots, please.
this shit is not gonna wear off, fellas. Y'all through for the night. It's for tonight. You were over, and so yeah, so the bad guys are on their way, and so they start setting traps, and I'm like, I don't. It felt very A-teamish to me. I don't know if you remember the A-team.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like the traps. I don't like doing this, because they has a lot of guys, and I said, okay, these guys could not take these guys out. So then you have his brother show up, and he's like, he went to go take care of the kids. I thought the mother was going to turn into a badass.
I did too.
So good for the director for not just making it obvious, right? And so you have his brother watching the kids like a black ninja, in the bushes. And I don't know how you felt about, how did you
This is the point where I said, I'll allow it, McCoy.
feel
Because I was like, how do we justify this like sword fight when we have all these guns?
yeah,
And
like
like, why would that guy be like, sure, I won't shoot you, I'll do a sword fight for honor?
I must put down the lethal weapon. Joey DiCarlo, what's up, Joey? What is he
Saying it's too goofy, that is quite something from Joey.
him, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, right. I don't know, Joey. It's yeah, goofy, yes, but Anyway,
I think I understand what he's saying from his perspective.
so I don't know, Tiff. How did you feel about the knife and the gun and the hit?
Uh, yeah,
You
sure.
fine with that?
At this point, you're like, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
we
yeah,
already know. You know what I mean? We're almost done. We know what they're doing.
yeah. I don't. I
Is
like.
it like overall great? Probably not.
I just okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But there is a redeeming scene in this movie for me.
Okay. So as far as the ninja fight in the thing,
He chops that samurai blade down.
that I liked the machete thing. With I like that, but it was so tropey. I was like, yeah. Of course, you brought the RZA here to to do the kung fu master stuff. So anyway, that happens. I didn't care for it. I'm being honest with you. That whole like outside the bushes thing, I didn't
Mm.
really care for it. I was just like, okay, hurry up. At this point, I'm like, it
Yeah,
did
we're
start
getting
to a
that. It's
little
getting a little
long,
long in the tooth.
getting long in the tooth. So these cats are getting shot up at this amusement park, which I appreciated because please don't come out with, just
Okay, so there is a movie that I measure all of these types of movies by.
okay.
The Belko Experiment,
Oh, okay.
where all I wanted, the Belko Experiment, they're all trapped in an office building and they gonna kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then they give them guns. And I'm like, no, no. What I want to see is a ridiculous movie where people are killing each other with office supplies. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you, fuck anybody, any movie could kill people with guns. You're
Yeah.
stuck in an office. Show me a paper cutter.
Okay.
You
All right.
know, show me someone getting stapled to death. I don't need this shit with the
Damn.
fucking guns. So I appreciated that they were like, hey, we're in an amusement park. We're going to make use of the, I don't know, that strongman ding bell boom,
Yeah. Well, you
the
saw
ball
them set it
pit.
up, and I was
Yes.
intrigued. I was like, well, how is this gonna work out?
Yeah. For what reason?
The guy on the water slide got it worse than anybody. And I don't
He
know why they
did.
were like,
They were like, I know what we'll do. We'll lure one guy onto a water slide.
and we're gonna have a death
Put
trap for one day.
75 knives.
Yeah, I don't oh god. It was so many guys. Like I was like, wow, they got a lot of guys, right?
How they had 4 cars. They must have been clown cars. It was like
And not only
80
that,
guys.
I don't know why the professional killers who were obviously military trained was just like nobody said, whoa, whoa, whoa. He wants us to go in there. Like even the Home
Yeah,
Alone
yeah.
guys get to a point, they be like, "Go wait." They want
Right,
us
when he's,
to
like,
finish
not
this
touching
video.
the door handle, they learned
Yeah,
one time. One
right.
time they
Yeah,
learned.
yeah. And like, the little dude said he's not going anywhere. He wants us to go in there.
There isn't a whole lot of
Fellas, they were
tactical
like
movement.
right behind them.
They all run in one line, like, all the way 3 people standing abreast
Yeah,
because so they easily to shoot,
yeah.
easy to get. No
I'm just saying.
tactical maneuvering, no around the corner looking, no backup.
I'm just saying. I'm not going in this hall of mirrors. I'm just gonna throw a couple
Right, that's
things.
exactly right. Just throw an egg in there. We
Yeah,
are not fucking around.
yeah. So that got to the point that I was like, okay, it's time for the movie to end. I get it. I'm a little tired.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm tired of
You've seen
it.
we've seen a lot of people get killed now in the very similar ways. There was 2 knife deaths.
Yes, yeah, that was the thing with the
There was
dad.
the one, and I was just like, all that for one?
Well, two, yeah.
Well, there was
But that
2,
that was a
but
trap.
each knife death,
Yeah,
there was a lot of knives involved. But I guess maybe it requires a lot of knife stabbing to kill a person. I don't know.
and the criminal enterprise leader boss happened to have these old World War II guns. Like they even had an actual Gatling cannon. Tack 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 tack
Yes.
tack tack tack. Just I guess that because look, why not? We got this in our prop store. Let's use this. Let's use this. Dad, we think it's dead. Dad made it. And he blows up. He had the old school TNT Wile E. Coyote. Boom. And he blew up the rest of them. Everybody. Um, Wife shows up and saves him from the female Bond villain girls of death, right? They
Mhm.
they start beating his ass, and the one just lost it. What happened to her? She just turned into a woman,
That
right in
girl,
the
I
middle of the
think
stage.
the girl, don't say
Now, I'm
that.
just saying, right? They went straight female. Ah! I
No.
was like, she's an assassin killer. I don't care if that's a trend.
It was her girlfriend.
I get it, but why is it?
Well, this
They
movie
supposed to
is
be
about
lethal
love.
killers, right? They
It's
supposed to
about
be.
love.
She should have been like, "That's your ass," Like,
Sure.
I mean, but she.
I have a genuine question.
Yes.
Um, could someone survive being shot in the eye with a trank dart?
It would only well, it depends on how much poison would go in there, I would imagine,
So does a
but
trank dart kill you? I always thought it just put you to sleep.
I mean, it should have only been about that long. So I don't think it got her in the
Hit
brain.
her brain.
But how far was it? How it is being
How
shot.
deep impact? So it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah, because
bullet and
yeah,
okay,
it's
okay,
not like
okay,
it's
okay.
barely landing on you like a dart. You know what I'm saying? It got,
No matter how far away they shoot, it just goes.
no. I think it'll probably get you, Tiff. It got some power, right? And
Okay.
it's probably made for bears
She's
and shit
supposed
too,
to
right?
be like a crack shot because she got all those stars right first
Well,
in the
so
thing.
I want to ask because I don't remember the first movie.
I
Obviously, she was an assassin too, because when he was like, "Oh, good times," I was like, "Oh, she must have been assassin too," and that's where they must have met because, like, yeah,
They
she had
did meet, like they met in that place.
like you were covered in blood. He was like,
Yeah,
"Great times." She was like, "Great times." They both said at the same time. I was like, "Oh, she must be an assassin too," So maybe we'll get a nobody two and
3.
three
Nobody 2.5.
with the wife is really acting a fool. Because I wanted to see more wife. That's
Yeah, she was cool. And okay, so we talk about the redeeming scene where they play "The Power of Love" by Celine Dion.
did they play that?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I was like transported. I was like, I'm being sent to heaven on the wings of Celine Dion.
Yeah. Which was fine. I something. It would have been a better movie for me if I would have got less RZA and more wife. Not saying against. I love we got a black actor in this movie. But I was like, I wanted to see the wife do some badassery. I really did.
I thought she would take RZA's role as far as like killing the people that were in the trees and stuff, hiding outside the
But I
house.
guess that was too obvious. But I thought her and Sharon Stone was gonna go at it, like more than
Oh,
they
more
did.
than like just the shooting.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like this movie might be a little constrained by time, but also, I mean, maybe we would have felt like maybe not so overstuffed if they would have been able to drag the fight scenes out a little bit further away from each other.
Yeah. So you were talking about Sharon Stone not really delivering as far as like how menacing she
Like
could have
she
been.
would kill that Colin Hanks character, no matter what he said or did.
Well, she killed him, and I did like how she did that. That was surprising. She
Right.
was like, "Get rid of him. I'm tired of him." So I did like that, but I really like to. I would have liked to see her do some of the brutality herself,
Mhm.
because all she did was point guys to do it. And so I would have liked to see some. Maybe they need some more B characters to kill. From
Yeah,
the
a little extra.
like, yeah, this is my cousin over here.
Yeah, he's an extra guy.
you know. So, but they took her out pretty easy. She was, one and done. Bam, she's gone. So, cool. And so when it was over, was it over? What happened after that? Oh, they were in a police
It
station.
I actually do like that it was pretty much over. They didn't show me like any extra scenes of the police station. They're like, "What did you get?" And they'd have a talking scene for 5 minutes. Fuck no, it's done. The
Yeah,
end. Credits roll.
yeah. And they showed up they family vacation. I appreciated the pictures and the slides.
I actually did too. Look at us. We're so old. We're like, that's nice.
I, I, I had
Oh, they
appreciation
had a nice time.
for the slideshow. I watched it as
Oh, fuck, I didn't watch the whole thing.
and the pictures turned out pretty good. They made a mistake though. They had the daughter behind the boys with the explosion, but she was actually in front of them. I was like, why did they do that? But I guess they felt like they had to you should have reshot it with the boys being in front of her, so it made sense because it didn't make sense. I was like, she was in front of them. Why did they do that? Anyway, just I don't
Dear
know,
God.
little nitpicky. But I would say in the carnival scene, you could almost hear the the 18 music going with it. With
Yeah.
the
As soon as you said that,
I was like,
you're like, why would you even bother taping a gun to the water slide? Couldn't you just slide that in your waistband?
they knew he was gonna get shot in the leg and he was gonna land right there next to the water slide and he was gonna need a goddamn gun right
Taped
there.
up?
Yep. A revolver of all things, old faithful. So yeah. So it's over. Will I remember it? No.
Probably, yeah.
I don't remember the first one.
Probably not.
Did I have a good time when I was watching? Yes, I
Yeah.
had a good time when I was watching it. It have a lot of problems, but Joey is right. It is a goofy ass movie.
It is
Um,
goofy.
but I still enjoyed it.
Mhm.
I had a good time, especially even being at home.
Yeah, it's nice to be at home.
But I probably would have had a good time with a bowl of popcorn there too. Because yeah. Anyway,
Sometimes just going to the theater, you kind of it makes I know that sounds weird, but like you're in there, you have nothing else to distract you for that hour and some odd minutes or whatever, so you,
Yeah,
like
unless someone's sitting next to you with a hot
hot
dog
dog
full of mustard, you know?
with a stinky hot dog.
Oh, shit. Anyway, man, I think we came to do the damn thing and we got it done. Pretty dope there, huh?
Mhm,
Um, I enjoyed it. Next week, man, next week, we going back to the spooky ooky booky. Not that it's spooky
mhm.
spooky time, but The Conjuring 4 is out. It's my shit. I did not like The Conjuring 3. I hope they redeem themselves and do a better movie. I was just on Code 45 doing The Conjuring 2. So I think they haven't released it yet. It may maybe come out this week. So look for that. Because we never did The Conjuring 2 on this show. We only did the first one. Other than that, man. So yeah, we only did one Conjuring. I took that journey alone. Annabelle and all that stuff. I was just coming back to the show. Like, did you see Annabelle? You know, did you see? No, I love those damn movies. They scared the shit out of me. And so we're going to the theater. Guess what, Tiff? I did see the last one in the theater. I saw it with my daughter, and I wasn't scared. I, I didn't like The Devil Made Me Do It. I was just like, you
Yeah,
bastards, please do better. Don't
we'll
end it
see,
with some bullshit like this, you know.
we'll see.
Anyway, yeah, time for Ed and Lorraine, time for Ed and Lorraine. So that's it, and that's all. We came to do the damn thing. We got it done. With me is my wonderful co-host, Mr. Tiffobot. Say goodbye to all these lovely people, Tiffobot.
It's been a pleasure as always.
I know, man. And until next week, man, we will be
On
on
patrol.
patrol.